Ladies and gentlemen, the following is another fabulous episode of the Wrestling Fans Podcast, Ringside Society. I'm your host, that ocean crossing, straight up Boston, flight catching, shot glass snatching. Where's he going next? Nobody knows. 4 continents down, 2 more to go. No cap, straight facts, the worldwide star boy, Remy Blue. But it's not about me. See, we have a special guest tonight. And a long time, several nights ago, I said, "Hey, if you're a fan of Ricky Sosa, yes, the guy that goes, I forgot how it goes. So something, something. So I'm sorry, I'm uncoordinated right now, but he's an international breakout star. And I said, if you're a fan of his, you're gonna want to follow these other guys. I mentioned Mecca. I mentioned Christianum. I've mentioned Kuro. Shout out to Kuro, who was in House of Glory. But today, we have possibly the biggest guy out of all of them. And I'm talking, this man is not only a pro wrestler, he is also a talented rapper. Man, I heard that Wind remix and I was like, yo, I was vibing to it. Everybody, welcome to the show. A man who is a former CACC Supreme Champion, former CACC Tag Team Champion, as one half of African Bomaye, and also he is 1/4 of the Top Dogs family. Everybody, welcome to the show. The bona fide wrestler, the Buck Machine, Le Géant Congolais, A Buck. How you doing tonight? How you doing today, sir?
Man, what's up? What's up? How you doing, man? I really appreciate about the introduction you did for me, man. For real, I really appreciate it, man. At the same
Man,
time, I can say I have another nickname. Is the man Bucky, Hey Buck. This is the nickname I bring every single time, the man Bucky. But the name is Hey Buck. I really appreciate the way you introduce myself, man. The way you introduce me. Really appreciate and thank you to welcome me to this interview, bro. Really appreciate.
that's what we do here at Ringside Society, man. Society, man. We're always excited to talk to people, and the funny thing about me is, and this is not about Ricky Sosa. No disrespect to Ricky. He's a vibe, great guy. I met him 2 weeks ago at House of Glory here in Brooklyn, New York. Well, Queens, New
Yeah.
York, and great guy. But I remember hearing about Ricky Sosa. I'm like, okay, let me go check this guy out. So I went on Cage Match. Shout out to Cage Match. They're always putting us on, you know. And I was like, okay, this guy was in a tag team, but he was in the stable. Okay, let's see what stable that is. And then I saw there were 4 other guys. There was yourself. There was Mecca. There was
Yeah,
Christian.
exactly, exactly,
I'm gonna beat
exactly.
this horse again. Well, not beat this horse. Sorry, I know I don't want Peta coming after me, but I'm gonna beat this topic again and again and again. Those of y'all watching, if you rock with Ricky Sosa, follow those men I just mentioned. Follow A-Buck, follow Christianum, follow Mecca, and also follow Kuro, because Kuro's another talented guy too. But this is about you, A-Buck, man. I gotta say, it's an honor to have you on. I gotta ask you, man, I always ask, 90% of our, guests on this show,
Yeah.
how did your fandom for professional wrestling start? What was the match or the event that saw that made you go, yo, that's dope? I'm tuned in from now on.
I discovered pro wrestling when I watched TV. That was in this.
Okay.
And that was a show of Monday Night Raw, but that was so quick to watch it, man. So back then, I had a demo of Down. I think that was Here Comes the Pain or something like this. But there was multiple WWE superstars like The Rock, Steve Austin, The Undertaker, Kane, Triple H. To know about all of them.
Okay.
I didn't have the cable, but I remember when I went to the house of my auntie, I watched one of Monday night.
Okay.
He took off his mask, but he took his mask off.
Wow.
Few years later, I had the cable, so I had the cable to have all of these channels. So we have in France NT1, RTL 9. We had these channels and discovers guys. Batista, VP, Matt Hardy, Bobby Lashley, John Cena. But when I saw these guys, I was like, Oh, he's really crazy. And one of the guy really impressed me. That was Bobby Lashley. And Bobby Lashley till this day is one of my favorite pro wrestler. He's one of
Yeah.
my favorite. He's my dream match. So when I discovered all of it, started to watch pro wrestling. Big brother was just joking. My big brother was joking. I have two big brothers. Second big brother, he was joking about to be a professional wrestler. He said, "Yeah, I want to be a professional wrestler." But I had the feelings because every single time I was watching Jeff Hardy, all of the guys. November '07, I told to my parents, family, I say, "Yeah, I wanted to be a professional wrestler."
Oh
So
wow.
yeah, I didn't have uh, a pro wrestling school. I didn't knew about it, but I was looking for it. But parents wanted me to be a basketball player, but all I wanted to be, I wanted to be a professional wrestler for a long time. So I played 2 years in basketball, but all I really wanted was to be a professional wrestler. I discovered the APC school in 2010. So 23rd of October, went to APC and I started my journey as a professional. Been in the game for 16 years now.
Oh wow.
Is the reason why I'm a wrestler is because of WWE.
Oh, that's cool. That's
So
awesome.
guys like John Cena, The Undertaker, Triple H, they my inspiration to be a professional wrestler. But Bobby Lashley is the really tall guy who gave me the inspiration to be a professional wrestler. And this day I'm still in the game now.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. So I saw that you actually got to be trained by several notable wrestlers. You got to be trained by Harry Smith, Chris Hero, and Bully Ray. So what was it like training under those men? Because those are like some big names there, you know.
Oh, that's cage match who told you about it, right?
Yeah.
So let me explain something about this. Just went to a seminar of Bully Ray, Chris Hero, and Aaron. It I just did one day only. But the people who trained me was Fabio, the owner of APC Harlem, Elmer Logenek, Zic Rivière. They were my trainer in APC. These are the
Oh.
people which really trained me. But the other big names that you gave me just went to a seminar. That
Oh, okay, okay.
yeah.
But that's great that you actually got a chance to, still, even if it was for one day, you got a chance to get some advice from, some of the names that have actually been in WWE and even, TNA, Ring of Honor, and even over in Japan. That's still pretty, that's still a huge thing,
Yeah, but with the times, I did some couple of seminars again, like in 2017. I went to the seminar of Pete Dunne. So I went to
Ooh,
the
I know
seminar of
that
Pete Dunne. Yeah. Yeah,
that is
Pete Dunne.
one guy. Go ahead.
Yeah, because that was in Portugal, and Pete was really impressed with the way that he saw like five people from France went to Portugal for a seminar. That was a great experience, and the year after, the match against him and Elio Lefleur in APC. The match is available on YouTube right now, so you can check it. Pete Dunne against Aigle Blanc versus A-Wax, a triple threat match. That was really crazy. I remember the audience was really excited about.
Oh, oh yeah, definitely. So I was actually moving because I had to had some background noise going on.
Oh, that's
But
no problem.
yeah, but in regards to like wow, Pete Dunne, that must have been experience because you know Pete Dunne is like one, in my opinion, one of the most intense wrestlers in pro wrestling. So like I've seen his matches and the guy's no joke.
Yeah, he's really crazy. He been doing some crazy work in the ring. It's really that was a great experience to be in the ring against him, man. Seriously, till this day, I can be just grateful to have the opportunity to face him, and I hope a lot of people in pro wrestling can have the opportunity to to face Pete Dunne because he have a really great background. People who love technical pro wrestling, they will love it to wrestle Pete Dunne in the ring. And this is something I can tell to people that will really love to wrestle Pete Dunne in the ring one day. Oh, sorry, I can't hear you.
Wow. Yeah. Wow. So you've been doing this. My apologies for that. So you've been doing this when you were since you were 15. That's impressive. I mean,
Yeah,
normally
exactly. Yeah, yeah,
a
yeah,
lot of
exactly. Yeah,
people a lot of people I see doing that actually start wrestling at like even at 17, under the age of 18. A lot of times I notice they tend to be the most successful ones. I mean, you're already successful. I mean, if you ask me, and I'm not just saying that because you've wrestled in France. I mean,
yes,
you're based in France. Yeah, you've wrestled in Belgium. I believe you
yeah,
wrestled in Spain. You've also
yeah,
wrestled in
exactly.
Italy. So that's four countries. That's more than a lot of than some wrestlers can actually say. So
I wrestled in 9 countries. I really,
what?
yeah, 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 9 countries. I wrestled
Wow,
in Italy, Germany, England, Scotland. Yeah, I did I did the Scotland. I was supposed to make it to the United States last year, but I had an injury,
man, we got to
something
get you.
wrong.
We got
Yeah, it was a torn ACL, so crazy, man. And you know what's crazy is
what?
my injury happened 2 months before I had to wrestle Bobby Lashley.
Yeah, yeah, we got to get you back out here, man. We got to get you back out here, bro. Like real talk. Like
Ah,
we
I
got to
never went to the USA yet.
we got
That's
to get.
something for real.
Hey, yo, House of Glory. I don't know if y'all see House of Glory, OVW. Who's the other one? GC. Y'all sign this. Get this man out there, man. Real talk, man. Come on, stop playing. TNA. You got Ricky Sosa. You just had Kuro. Get this man back out there, man. Ah,
Yeah, that would be so good, man, to come there, man. It would be a dream.
yeah, yeah. I honestly hope you get that. I honestly hope you get that. You get that chance again. You know, but so speaking of so speaking of which, right? You've
Yeah,
so 9 countries. Is there any difference in terms of the audience reaction or the way the audience is between any of those countries? Because I know over here, if you were wrestling in New York, we would they're very vocal, when it comes to like wrestling matches and so on. California, no offense, their fandom is a bit calmer, but for me, like from what I noticed, because I've been fortunate to watch wrestling on the West Coast in person, but and their characters to me are a bit larger than life. So, is there any difference over in the Europe between, let's say, if you wrestling in France or wrestling in Italy or wrestling in London? Is there any difference in the audience between those countries?
you know what's the difference is sometimes what kind of promotion where you wrestle. Sometimes you wrestle to a promotion, the audience is more the family audience, you know. And in general, when I used to wrestle in APC, that was more about indie audience. And the indie audience in France currently a really, really, really awesome. You if you take a time you check on interviews with all of these WWE superstars when they talking about the French audience. The French audience, man, is really crazy. Just like, look, when AJ Styles, when he did his entrance in Paris,
Right.
before he wrestled Dominic Mysterio, everybody was chanting the song. Uh, Il est vraiment phénoménal. That was really crazy. Everybody popped up. He was supposed to do something else way before during the during the break. The
Mhm.
audience, the French audience, man, is really, really, really crazy.
Yeah,
They read on fire.
I
I
noticed
will
that.
say, I will say, they in France we have the best audience in the world.
Honestly, I wouldn't doubt that because the way from what I've seen, I haven't gotten the chance to. I've been to Europe. I've been to Amsterdam. I've been to London. I was supposed to go to Paris 2 years ago. Unfortunately, plans fell through. But from what I've seen, I haven't got to see wrestling in person over there yet. I hope I get the chance to. But from what I've seen as a fan over here in the United States, the fandom over there, they're very vocal, and it's like they actually learn the words to the songs and they sing along to them. And I remembered they were doing that with several wrestlers, and then all of a sudden America started doing it too. Like they started singing along to wrestlers' songs after they saw Europe do it. So yeah,
Oh yeah, just like Randy Orton.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. You know what's funny? Um, when people in France they started to sing the track of Randy Orton, his theme song. I was like, what is going on? You know what's crazy? Is that I was in the backstage at that because
Oh
I worked
wow.
as a yeah because I worked as an extra at that time.
Okay,
Yeah, in Lyon,
man.
where they went in Lyon. I was backstage.
Yeah.
At backstage when I heard all the fans singing the song "Hot Voices in My Head," I was like, God, it's like it wasn't like a pro wrestling show. They switched it as a concert. So I was like, oh my God, people was singing the song lyrics on everybody was on fire.
Oh yeah.
Even Randy Orton was shocked. It was really surprised.
Yeah. So I gotta, yeah, that's man. I hope I get to experience wrestling, and I'm not talking WWE. I'm talking like just the indie scene, man, because y'all got a lot of impressive people over there, man. And so I gotta ask you, man. So, Ricky Sosa, he's been doing his thing over here, in TNA. Y'all were in a stable together called the Top Dogs family.
Yeah.
You, Ricky, Mecca, and Christianum. So how did y'all make that happen? Like, what was the mindset behind bringing it all together?
Well, somebody had an idea and told me, man, look, you should do something and have the inspiration of the Hurt Syndicate, you know.
Okay.
Yeah, so we had the inspiration to do something like the group of MVP, Bobby Lashley, Shelton Benjamin. Mm, so what we did first we wasn't in a position to bring Ricky Sosa first because the first thing we did is just to be three, me, Christianium, and Mecca. And by times around February, I remember I wrestled Ricky Sosa in CSCC. That was a 6-man package match. That was for the CSCC France Championship. I was the current champion. I remember when I faced Ricky Sosa, the feelings like, damn, we got to do something with him. So what I did is I called Mecca, I called Chris. I said, guys, we need to do something with Ricky Sosa. I the inspiration to bring Ricky Sosa to Top Dog's family. So euros with the APC direction. So we bring Ricky Sosa. Everybody was happy with Ricky Sosa performance in APC Paris. Then we did welcome Ricky. I welcomed Ricky Sosa in front of the audience of a. So that was
Okay.
like this, but with the times, Christianium had to he had some sort of things and he had another idea. So we have the story. We had the story. get Christian out of the Top Dogs family, make
Mhm.
myself as the leader of Top Dogs family. So when we have this information to let Ricky Sosa in APC, so after this, what we did is to get Mecca and Sosa as a team. Then they started to rock together. That was really crazy because Mecca and Ricky Sosa, they never rocked, and they never rocked together in a tag team
Okay.
before. Yeah, never rocked in a tag team before. But the inspiration to put them together, they did a wonderful job. They really did a wonderful job. So they won the APC titles. The day when they lost the APC title, the day before, I hurt my knee, so I had an injury that was a torn ACL.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so the torn ACL. I was supposed to team up with Mecca, Kuro, and Elio Lefleur because that was the last show of Elio Lefleur in APC. His
Okay.
last show, yeah, his last show in Indy, his last Indy show. So I was supposed to team up with them. But when I heard my name, I asked to Elio Lefleur, can you bring Ricky Sosa to the match? So they get Ricky Sosa to the match. Then I had to do my schedule for my injury, and we knew about everything happening with Ricky Sosa, with his entrance, his talents, until inside them, you know.
Wow, that's awesome, man. But when I look at, because I did some, I checked out each of y'all, and I'm like, Chris, you got you're a talented wrestler, also a rapper. We're gonna talk about that rap career too as well in a minute. But they
Yeah,
got you. It's like all y'all are just like, I would even say, because most stables you got the person that's up here, and then you got the rest that are like, okay, but it's like, to me, from what I see, all y'all like the same level, because you got Ricky Sosa doing his thing. You're a wrestler and a talented rapper. You got Mecca, who has actually, Mecca has actually had a match against Dijak from WWE NXT, and who
yeah,
was in WWE.
exactly.
And Dijak gave him props in front of everybody. He gave him his flowers. And then you got Christianum, who looks like $1,000,000. Heck, even Kuro, who is not a Top Dogs fan member, I saw him in House of Glory, and he did great, killed it, and he's actually been in TNA. So it's like, man, y'all got something going on over there in Europe, man. And like I said, I hope you get a chance to get that opportunity again, and to rest over here, and not just New York. I hope you get a chance to rest in like Texas and Florida and California and all them places, because we got several different territories here, and each of them are different. So, but it's all a great vibe.
Yeah, I see it. I see it. I see it. I see it. Because everybody really loved the vibes of Ricky Sosa, man. I was shocked, man, when everybody was like, bang, bang, Sosa, Sosa. The whole New York City audience was like, bang. Everybody loves Sosa. They got a lot of love for Ricky Sosa. I was really surprised about it. But you know something that's really funny is when I did a video with Ricky Sosa to make him understand that he have to make a name for himself. At the moment I did the video, I accidentally gave him a nickname. And that's the nickname everybody using it. And TNA using this nickname. His nickname is the Young Savage.
Ah,
And
okay.
that
Oh, okay.
yeah. Yeah, that's really so that's funny because when I did the video, I called him and I say, make sure everybody know you as the Young Savage Ricky Sosa. So he went to me, sent me a message, said, "Man, I really love the nickname that you gave me, the Young Savage." So I said, "Man, go ahead, use it." And so when I was watching his debut on TNA, and the the announcer called him the Young Savage Ricky Sosa, I was like, "What?" I was like, "Oh my god!" So they're using this nickname that I gave it to him. That's crazy because I gave this nickname like in 2024, in
Yeah.
2026. They're using this nickname. Enrique Sosa got a son. I was like, man, praise the Lord, hallelujah. Man, I was really happy about that.
Yeah, I tell you, that man has the crowd rocking, man. Like, I saw him. Like I said, I got to see him over here, and yeah, the man's definitely has a bright future, man. So So in terms of so about the rap career, man. So how'd you get started with that, man? Because I mean, I heard the Win remix. I'm like, yo, this is a banger, man. Like, if I had, if I was still in Florida and I still had my car, I would definitely be downloading that song and I would have been bumping that just like crazy, like, because that's what we do in Florida. It's like you got a car, you got your music, you play it loud, you just vibe out, you know.
Ah,
That's how
good shit, man.
that's how they do it, man. So how'd you get started with that, man?
So, mm, the grace of God, I had the ability to be a Christian artist, do gospel music.
Okay.
Yeah, so I started to make music in 2020. Yeah, yeah, 2020. So I was started to rock on music in 2019. First single was Win. I released the song in 2020. I had yeah, I had the inspiration to release the remix of Win. So first, I never thought I would be a rapper. That wasn't on my schedule. That wasn't on my plan to be a rapper. But you know, when God gave you a talent, so you have to do it. Did
Oh
the
yeah.
track, did the track. Some people love it, some people don't like it, but I really enjoy it. But I'm rocking to a new theme song now.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm rocking to a new theme song. So for my
Hey,
because I need to do something new
I could
when
tell
people
you,
can probably like it. But I think I can keep the song green. It's not easy, to make music, but
yeah.
yeah,
But look at it this way, right? Not many people can, but you could. So I could say this, and I don't mean to say this, but if whenever you decide to retire from wrestling, that's another thing you can get into. You could become an entrance team engineer because that's another. I always say there's a wheel of professional wrestling. Yes, wrestlers are the focal point, but there are several people that support that wheel that make that wheel of professional wrestling go around. And entrance team
yeah,
engineer, that's one of them. Look at the people that wrote Kingdom for Cody Rhodes. Look at the guy that wrote all, what was it, Jim Johnson? Jim Johnson wrote all those lyrics, all those songs for those wrestlers back in the day, those memorable wrestling theme songs. Even
yeah,
looking
for
now,
real.
there's a guy called No Name Tim. I know I know you know who No Name Tim is. No Name Tim is the one that wrote the God theme song. You know, and whoever produced Ricky Sosa's theme song. I mean, they pretty much just put themselves on the map. That song pretty much put them on the map. Now you're gonna have some wrestler being like, "Yo, Ricky, you know who made that song? Oh, it's so and so. Hey, yo, someone's or you might have some other wrestler going, "Yo, who made that song for you? That song's a banger, man. The
Yeah,
crowd
yeah,
was
yeah, yeah,
bumping to it. Oh, that's my boy
yeah,
A Buck. A Buck made that song. A Buck, yo, put me on, man. We gotta talk, man. I need that banger, man. So when I pull up to the ring, the crowd's gonna be jumping too. All right, and now you got yourself another client right there. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, for real,
yeah.
for real, for real. That's great. This is real because it's really important to have a good music when you're making your entrance. It's like Joe Hendry. Joe
Oh yeah,
Hendry, he had the buzz with the song "I Believe in Joe Hendry." Or Ricky Sosa, for me, honestly, is not just only about his theme song because he already had a great talent in the ring. So he had
yeah.
a great talent in the ring, and his music is popping everywhere. But you know what's funny? It This song he's using it for his entrance. That was a song that was released like 12 years ago, something that is I'm not mistaken, man.
Oh, word.
Yeah,
What?
yeah, 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 yeah. For real, for real, for real. That's from a French rap group
Oh,
that was
okay.
famous. So when you use it, and it was buzzing with it, and everybody was like, "Bang, bang, Sosa, Sosa."
Yeah.
I was shocked because I was watching TikTok and every video was everybody bang, bang, Sosa, Sosa. I was like, what? So that guy is really famous because I have one of my friends from Belgium. He went to Saudi Arabia and he just took a picture oh my bad, I was close to say Travis Scott, no, with Trick Williams.
Okay.
And Trick Williams asked them where they from. Onto him, say we're from Belgium. You say, oh yeah, like Ricky Sosa. I was like, so his music, so his theme song, his buzz make it heaven to the WWE. I was like, dang. And I
Yeah.
sent him a message. I said, man, Evan Trick Williams know you, bro. You're famous.
Yeah.
That was really crazy. I was like, dang. So everywhere you went to IG, you went to TikTok, everybody was talking about it. Even
Yeah.
the French rapper Booba. Booba
Ah,
sent him a message. So this is the reason why he's using the theme song because Booba spoke to him. So now he can use the theme song also. That's really awesome for him. All of the fans can recognize his work. I really love what Ricky Sosa is doing right now with TNA. Hope he's gonna go really far and probably get the X Division Championship or maybe the World Heavyweights Championship. That would
yeah.
be great.
I got, you know what? I got a feeling though that eventually, like him, he's already teaming with this guy, the youngest veteran. I forgot what his name was. I can't remember, drawing a blank. He's from England. He just
Leon Slater,
Leon Slater. I got a
yeah,
feeling two of them and Javon Evans, they're gonna be a trio one these days, and it's gonna be something, man. It's
like
gonna
who?
be
Leon Slater, Ricky Sosa, and who?
Javon Evans, Leon Slater, and Ricky Sosa. I got a feeling that those
Oh,
two, because Javon, I shouldn't put the man's business out there. That House of Glory show that's Ricky Sosa was at. Javon Evans was there. I didn't even know because he had like a ski mask on and everything. I guess he was trying to be secretive, but some people they said they took pictures with him there. I'm like, oh, he was there. Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, so
and that can be great. That can be great because I remember last year, Leon Slater and Javon Evans they faced each other at Bound for Glory. The match was awesome, by the way.
yeah,
Ricky Sosa versus Leon Slater is a match I want to see. There's a lot of matches I want to see from Ricky Sosa.
yeah. So I gotta ask you. So as a rapper, what are
Yeah.
some rappers that inspire your career? Because everybody has inspiration. That inspiration that has that makes them want to enter the game, and that keeps on giving them that go ahead. Like, yeah, keep going, keep going. Who would you say are some of your inspirations in hip hop?
Well, in gospel music, I would say Lecrae, Basil. I would say
Okay,
dating. I would say dating. I would say William Keda who's from the Bronx. I really love William Keda. I really love these vibes. Even Monster Tower, who's a former WWE superstar, Michael Tower. He's a great
okay,
inspiration. Yeah, he's a really great inspiration. I would say like Paris Caris. But if we go from famous rapper, I will tell you 50 Cent.
okay.
50 Cent, G Unit, Lloyd Banks, EMX, Eminem, Kendrick Lamar too.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
So you know there are several rappers, many rappers in France. A lot of people know France for house music, but I know y'all got a rap scene down there too, over there too as well. So who are some French rappers you feel aside from yourself? Because we all know that A Buck is no joke in the
Yeah.
rap game, and I mean that seriously. But who are some rappers you feel that we should definitely we over here in America should definitely listen to?
I will tell you, Roth, Lafouine. You have guys like Booba is a legendary guy. Booba, you have a lot of guys like, Tiakola. We have guys like Gazo. We have guys, Gims. Even Gims is a great artist too. But I'm not like a big fan of French rap. But there's a lot of great music there. Some of the guys they make it. But Lafouine is one of my favorites.
Okay.
Yeah, because Lafouine he did a track with the rapper The Game, and he did a song with Gigi Khaled. Even with T Pain, yeah, he did a song with T Pain with Hacewood.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, even French. Yeah, he did a track with French Montana. They,
Oh, okay.
yeah, 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 yeah.
I'll definitely give those guys a listen, man, because I always like to listen to like artists from like outside of America. No, nothing against American artists, but sometimes I like to check out something different. Even if it's over in Canada or over in Mexico. I like checking out different artists. Because you never know. You know what I'm saying? I like to listen to stuff that people don't know. Like for example, there was a guy, Tiny Tempa, who had one of the best songs. And I still work out to that song to this day. It was called "Written in the Stars," and I remember I was
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah. That was the theme song of WrestleMania 27.
Yeah. So that song, when was WrestleMania 27? What, 2011, right? So I was actually,
Yeah, exactly.
I remember I was going back home from college. I was heading back to my apartment. And this is when I used to live in Florida. And I'm driving back and I got to have the radio on and I hear them. And they had this segment where they would give like the top hits around the world from several artists. And I heard that one, Written in the Stars by Tiny Temp. I'm like, yo, this is a great song. The first thing I did when I got back to my apartment, I parked my car and I walked in, went to my room, got on YouTube. This is 2010, by the way. This was like before you had like briefly before you had Androids where you could just go on YouTube on your phone, right? So
Yeah,
I go on YouTube on the computer and I look for that song and I'm like, yo, this song is a banger, man. Like, and from that time, every phone I got from my workout list, I always download, "Written in the Stars" by Tiny Temper. So, and that all happened because I gave an international artist a chance. Like I searched for them, and I was like, yeah, this song's a banger. And then a year later, WrestleMania makes it their theme song. I'm like, now y'all know about that, man. I knew about that song a year before, man. Y'all late.
it's true
Yeah,
that back in the day we used to have a lot of system like LoomWire to get songs for free, but
yeah, I know, right?
yeah, yeah. That was the thing we needed when we needed to have movies and songs,
And now
complicated
you,
moments.
and now you could just go online and just pretty much paste, copy and paste a YouTube link. Google YouTube. Well, at least for music, I know about movies. Just go on, then Google whatever converter, and then you could just pretty much paste that link, and you have your song within like minutes or less than a minute. Actually, it's crazy.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Stream now.
I tell you. But yeah, so I just got two more questions before we call the interview. So, you
Yeah,
know, in terms of the European wrestling scene, right? Would you say it's easier to get around, like, because over here in America, I feel like, okay, although they say the territory system has died with the formation with the with the forming of the WWE, I still feel like there's certain like for example, a wrestler could wrestle in, they could be in California, but and they may get as far as Las Vegas, but that's it. A wrestler could be in New York and they may get as far as Philadelphia, maybe and maybe Maryland, but that's it. No further. So a lot of wrestlers I know that wrestle on the East, unless they're females. Females, I've seen them wrestle all over the place. Like there's sky's the limit. Male wrestlers, they kind of have it a bit rough from what I've seen. They're kind of limited. But would you say in Europe that
yeah.
it's easier for male and female because you got you're in I believe you're in France, but you got Belgium is not that far. You got Germany, you got the Netherlands. Would you say it's easier for wrestlers to wrestle in different countries over in Europe?
You know, that really depends about what the promotion can give. And
Hmm.
sometimes it's about the budget. Sometimes some promoters have the budget to take somebody from another country, bring him in to his promotion. It really depends about budget, about what he have. when you somebody who come regular in the shows, it's not a problem for some couple of promoters to bring some couple of names who come every single times. Like in CACC, they have the one of the former NXT superstar. His name is Tucker. Tucker, he from in general, he come every single times in front. They don't really have a problem. For some promoters, it's really about the it's about good or not.
Okay.
Me for me in general, like before my injury, I had a two,
Oh,
three, four booking in a month. So
okay.
it's really like there's a lot of promotions nowadays. There's a lot of promotions nowadays in the north, in the south, in Paris. So it's not everybody who have opportunities because it's really about okay, I'm the friend of these guys, of these guys, of these guys, and in general. But the problem sometimes is some people they're working for free, and so everybody don't have the same opportunities. It's really and that's something that's really complicated in in the scene in France because some people are working for free, and so they like they're not going to put a lot of budget to use to book some other guys. Some people
Oh,
it's not really for some people it's not really that easy to have a lot of bookings.
mm, yeah.
So people doing their best get
Yeah, I've,
booked.
I've I've heard of that before, and that's why I always respect the business because even though I'll never be a part of it because I'm not a I don't think I could do what you guys do, man. But from from what I've heard of people like doing it, traveling all those miles just to get on that card for free. Um, and I tip my hat off to those people, man, because
Mhm.
I would say I would love to be a promoter, but I would have to have like Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk money if I do that. Because I'd want I would want everybody to get paid, man. I would want everybody to get paid, everybody, so that way nobody leaves empty handed. You know what I'm saying? Because I
Yeah,
always believe that this it's not easy business. People put their bodies online, their mental health online. You know, why not give them back a little something, something? Give say hey, thank you. We appreciate it. Give them some money and keep just pretty much make them feel like appreciate it, you know what I'm saying. So that's just me though, that's just me thinking from my own perspective.
yeah, but in general that should be like this. Like every single person, where the rest of it should get paid.
Yeah,
It's like it's something like in general, like you're working with somebody, you should be get paid. But some people they ready for anything, even even if the promoter get pay them by food. Some people really wrestle by food. You know,
wow, I've
I'm
heard
not
of
gonna
that.
lie. I'm not gonna lie that back in the day, there's some promotions that I went. They didn't pay me, but there was an opportunity beyond this. But I didn't go to every single promotions and wrestle for free because
Right.
after I went to the WWE tryout, I said to myself, okay, so now I won't do something like a wrestle for free because every single time I have to get paid. Because we're using our body, and
Yeah,
we
yeah,
don't really know what can happen because there's your body. Let's say something like this: our body is a price, and you wrestle, you get hurt, it's gonna be on you. That will
yeah,
not be on the promoter. That's the
yeah,
issue because you're the one who's gonna pay for hospitality, hospitalization, something like this. Now, let's say for you're gonna call for emergency. You're the one who's gonna pay for medication, for all the medicine. You're the one who gonna if you have to go through a surgery. You're the one who's gonna pay for the surgery. It's not really that easy. It's something people need to understand that we have one life, one body. We shouldn't play with it.
Yeah, and that's why, that's why if I were a promoter, I'd be like, hey, don't go too crazy out there. You know what I'm saying? Don't go, just keep it simple, don't be, and there's some wrestling cards I've been to, they've been pretty simple. Like they don't go too crazy, and I've had a great time. So, but hey, teach their own.
Some guys want to go crazy. Even if they
Yeah.
don't get paid, they want to go crazy. That's something bad. It's like
Yeah.
you're going crazy. It's like you're going crazy. You get paid for what? For nothing. Or even you go crazy and you get what? $30.
Yeah.
I don't
Or you
understand
break
what people do.
or or you break even. You might go there, you get paid, you go crazy, but the money that you get paid is gonna is gonna cover your hospital bill. That's it. You don't want that either.
Yes, for real.
So yeah, it's from what I've seen, so it's actually a tough business. I had a friend who a past friend of mine who I remember she and I used to talk, and when we were talking, she'd be driving on her way to the several miles to go to a wrestling show, and they would pay her pretty much next to nothing sometimes. And I'm like, wow. I mean, I commend. I mean, she's doing great now. She's married to a WWE superstar. I'm not gonna say who it is. I'm not gonna,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
um yeah, she was very talented, and I was like, man, I commend you. But she did well for herself though, because that was like the beginning of her career, and then eventually that was a 2014, and then I remembered the next year she ended up touring Japan and going to India and going to Europe and all these places. So it was all about perseverance for her. Yeah. So
yeah,
my I,
yeah.
so my last question, man. They find the promoters finally cut the check. They pull the trigger. They decide to bring A Buck over. Like, yeah, this guy is hella impressive. We're gonna give him, we're gonna give him a second chance. Bring him over, to wrestle over in the good old US of A. You have a couple matches either against or with Ricky Sosa as a tag team, a top dogs reunion, or you, Kuro, and Ricky, y'all end up doing your thing as a trios. But now you're doing your thing you get some singles matches too. Who are some of your who are the top five wrestlers? We already know you want to wrestle Bobby Lashley. We already know you
Yeah,
want to make that happen. But who are your
yeah.
top five aside from Bobby Lashley that A Buck wants to wrestle when he gets? I know you're gonna make it over. I know you're gonna make it over here eventually. I got a gut feeling. You, Mecca, and Christian, all y'all gonna make it over here. I mean, you got Kuro and you got Ricky Sosa ready over here.
Yeah.
Who are your top five that you want to wrestle?
I want to wrestle against Moose because I did a match against him last year that was really great. I did it against him in CICC February. That was really awesome. Would
Okay.
love to wrestle. Yeah, I would love to wrestle him again. I would love to wrestle again Raj Desi.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. I wrestled Raj Desi 2 years ago. The guy I would love to face, let's say it's a dream, I would say The Undertaker.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, but he's retired. He's retired. But let's say
Yeah.
somebody who still wrestle right now. I would love to wrestle Jeff Hardy.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Yeah, Jeff Hardy. I would love to face, yeah, Cruz Montana.
Ooh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, Cruz Montana. Cruz Montana. I would love to wrestle Cruz Montana. If I have to say somebody currently that can wrestle who's now resigning to WWE, I already said Bobby
Who?
is right now. Let me do research a little bit. It's in my mind. Let me say we have Red currently resigning to TNA. Yeah, Leon Slater.
Okay.
Yeah,
Wow. That's a great
Leon
list
Slater.
right there. I know Cruz Montana. Man, that man really bet on himself and it's paying off. Shoots.
Yeah, Cruz
Um,
Montana.
Cruz Montana.
I can add another name, but I know he's really old, but he still got it. Don't care. For me, honestly, still got it. I would love to wrestle Rob Van Dam.
Okay, that could probably
Yeah.
that could probably still happen. I mean, you can still move.
Yeah, for absolutely. Yeah, you can still move.
Rob Van Dam, man, that man, oh man, definitely a great
Oh,
wrestler, man.
yeah, definitely a great wrestler. He's one of my favorite ECW original.
Oh yeah. I'm sorry that there was never an angle where he actually met not the real Van Damme, but Jean Claude Van Damme. That would have been nice, you know. I know Jean Claude.
Yeah,
I believe he's from Belgium, right?
yeah,
He's
just
from
like
over in
Ricky Sosa.
Belgium, and they have
Yeah,
that resemblance too. So yeah, it's just too bad that they could have never gotten to like do an angle between those two. Although I know Jean Claude's not a wrestler, but it would have been nice to maybe some sort of interaction or something.
yeah, that would could be awesome.
Yeah, but
Really could
hey,
be awesome.
yeah. But hey, Buck, I gotta say, man, I know you're a busy man with the wrestling and the and the rap career and everything. But I just gotta
Yeah,
say, man, hey, it was an honor to have you on our show. Thank you very much.
thank you too,
Really
bro.
truly appreciate it. Tell the rest of top dogs, we gonna be coming after them too. We gonna be looking to have Christian Lester Realiste
Le
and
surrealiste. Yeah, yeah,
Lester Realiste
yeah.
and Mecca and even Kuro. We gonna be coming after them soon too. So we're gonna
That's
try to get
great,
all
man.
all y'all on here eventually, each of y'all on here eventually. But I just gotta say, thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule. Really and truly appreciate it. I hope you get to wrestle everybody you want to wrestle. If you get to travel to all the places you want to go to, I can say this: if you get a chance to go to Japan, take that booking with a smile and go because Japan is definitely a vibe. And make sure you get your Ribera jacket, which is like a rite of passage for pro wrestlers. It's pretty
Yeah,
much a
yeah, yeah.
steakhouse. I don't know if you eat steak, but they got some great steak there. I had the food there, and if you're a wrestler, they give you a jacket, a really cool jacket. John Cena's gotten one. Hulk Hogan's gotten one. Even most recently, Jade Cargill and Bianca got theirs too. So hope you get that chance to get yours as well. But before we shut this down, where can fans find you on social media when they want to find out where next appearances, purchase A-Buck merchandise, and where can bookers and promoters find you when they want to book you for their shows?
Yeah, that's true. I should do some new merchandising because it's been a long time, man. But I will do some new t-shirts soon. We're probably working on it. I'm working on some stuff to get back on shape because been out for 1 year. I didn't wrestle on my 30. I never wrestled on my 30. Never hit the ropes on my 30. Never bump on my 30. Never hit somebody on my 30. But my 31, I will do something great by the grace of God. So keep
Okay.
going and live my dream. This is something can stop can stop dreaming.
Oh yeah.
Do something and make it come true.
So so where can fans find you on social media when they want to follow you and find out where your next appearances are? And where can bookers and promoters find you when they want to book you?
Yeah, yeah, you have my IG. You can find me on IG. You can find me A-Buck IG on my TikTok. A-Buck. You go see it. I think you're gonna put my all of my profiles on YouTube for so people can to follow me. So guys, follow me on TikTok, IG, even on Spotify, Apple Music. My music is there. Bucky Johnny too. Some new music's coming soon too. Hope everybody gonna enjoy it and really appreciate the really take on the interview with you. And thank you so much, man. Let me to
Yeah,
listen to you, man. God bless you.
yeah, A-Buck. Definitely thank you. We really and truly appreciate it. And with that being said, we're about to shut this show down. My eyelids are getting heavy. My stomach, well, not eyelids are getting heavy, but it's still it's still a great day outside. My stomach is kind of rumbling, so that means it's time for lunch and to enjoy the day. But before I partake in those activities, if you want to find me on social media, not that I say a lot of, for those of you watching and listening, if you want to find me on social media, not that I say a lot of cool things, but I do go to a lot of cool places. You can definitely find me on Twitter and Instagram and also TikTok at the Remy Blue. I'm also on Facebook as Remy Blue. I'm also on Blue Sky at remyblue.bsky.social. Our podcast, more importantly, is on social media. We're on Twitter. as at ringside dot so at, no at ringside social. We're also on Instagram and Blue Sky at Ringside Society. Facebook, same thing, Ringside Society. We're also on Spotify, and Teespring, where we sell our official Ringside Society merch. We have tank tops, we have hoodies, we have t-shirts, we have coffee mugs, several different designs, more designs coming through. Check us out there. And last but not least, we have a YouTube channel where you can see great, cool interviews like this one, like the one we had yesterday with Aria Rose, our 15 minutes of Phantom interview that we had with Malcolm Litt. And as a matter of fact, we got many great interviews we have, many more to come. And to see them, pretty simple. Go on YouTube, type in Ringside Society. Once you see that really good looking dark blue and light blue yin yang sound with the blue flames around it, that's where you know it's us. Make sure you subscribe to our videos because we got a lot of cool stuff coming up, and you don't want to miss a thing like Aerosmith in 1990. As a matter of fact, we actually have, I'm going to give y'all a little bit of a spoiler. At 6 o'clock, or I believe 7 o'clock tonight, we'll be having a wrestler straight from here in New York. That's right. That's where I'm based. We'll be having the artist Rembrandt, who has actually trained at House of Glory and has wrestled for Battle Club Pro as well. We'll be having him on our show. So make sure y'all, stay tuned for that, because it's going to be interesting to hear what he has to say. But like I said before, make sure y'all follow this man, A-Buck. Make sure you follow Christian, Le Surrealist. Make sure you follow Hero. Make sure you follow, like I said, make sure you follow Mecca. These men are doing great things. And trust me, it would not surprise me. It would not be surprising if next year, maybe later on this year, but if not next year, or maybe in the next 2 years, you see them on your screens in America. So make sure you hit that follow. And with that being said, so once again, we just want to thank everybody tuning in live today. Thank you very much. We strive on being one of the best and realest wrestling podcasts a wrestling fan could, should, and would listen to. To those of you that are going to listen later on, you get a chance. Thank you very much in advance. And those y'all that hate us, can't stand us, really and truly wish we'd go away. Well, like myself and Gordon Corral, we're not going anywhere for a while. So with that being said, we just want to let everybody know that we're very well and aware. We see everybody and their grandparents and the parents have a podcast, but we're not your grandparents' podcast. We're not your parents' podcast. As a matter of fact, we're not just any podcast. So I'm going to say right now, one time for the mind, one time for the people, one time for the wrestling culture, one time for the European wrestling scene, one time for the Top Dogs family, African Bomaye, and one time for the Buck Machine, the man Bucky, former CACC Tag Team Champion, former CACC Supreme Champion, Le Giant Congolais, A-Buck. We're the Wrestling Fans Podcast, Ringside Society. Will be back later on today with another impressive guest, another impressive episode. But until then, we just have 4 favors for y'all. Stay safe, stay healthy, be excellent to each other, and enjoy wrestling. We out. Peace.
Peace out.